won Best Film Award there with the public voting. So, the film was already getting a lot of appreciation. For last 1.5 year, I have been waiting eagerly for the film to just come out. I can feel emotions so deeply.
Hello and welcome to SpotboyE. This is Anita in conversation with Zareen Khan. Hi,
Hi, how are you?
very well. How are you?
I am as good as I can be right now in this ongoing situation.
Right, I'm seeing you after 2 years, almost 2 years. I think last we met in 2019.
Yeah, I think that is when everybody met ना उसके बाद तो दुनिया ही बंद हो
Yeah.
गई.
Correct. So even last time we were speaking about Hum Bhi Akele, Tum Bhi Akele, and we are going to continue the same thing. Tell me, how was your experience when the film was, screened at all the festivals? What were your expectations then?
Well, the first time it was screened was in New York, in Manhattan, for the
Right.
South Asian International Film Festival. And, once the film got over, the kind of reaction we got was overwhelming because, yes, we did want, the film was made with a certain motive in mind that, it has to create an impact. But we had no idea it was going to create that kind of an impact. And, we had mixed audience there. They were not just Indians.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, I mean, the film won Best Film Award there with the public voting. So the film was already getting a lot of appreciation, and again, then in January 2020, it was showcased in Rajasthan International Film Festival, where we won Best
Yeah.
Actress, Anshuman won Best Actor, our director won Best Director. So the film has already gotten a lot of appreciation, and for last 1.5 year, I have been waiting eagerly for the film to just come out, so people can watch it because this film is really close to my heart. And
Right.
finally, it's coming out on my mother's birthday. So I don't think I could have asked for a better.
Oh
Moment.
wow. How sweet. So, are there any nervousness because it's going to be released on OTT platform, and after 1.5 year, people are saying, I know you are very overwhelmed with those response that you got at the film festival. But what about here? Are there any nervousness?
No, I am not nervous because the trailer, the songs have gotten really good response. People are loving it, and that itself makes us relieved that people are eager. People are eager to watch the film. Uh, People from different countries, my friends across, are even asking me, हमको देखने मिलेगी, नहीं देखने मिलेगी, कैसे ये वो. But the fact that people are so eager to watch it in spite of it being a sensitive subject, and we were a
Mhm.
little skeptical, like the makers were a little skeptical that there might be certain section of society or people who might not want to watch it, but
Right.
trust me, we're getting really positive feedback, and that just makes our spirits all high.
Yeah, my next question was that only. Were you skeptical when you took up this sensitive subject? Where there are even though it's a very good subject, there will be backlashes. There will be, people
Not
talking
at
about
all.
it.
I wanted to be a part of this film. I actually convinced the makers to make me a part of this film because somehow they were not keen on having me in the film because of all the glamorous, roles that I have done in the past. So they weren't sure if I would fit into this character, because here I'm playing a completely non-glamorous character, no
Hmm.
makeup. I put on a little bit of weight to look like a girl who loves eating and who's really not into her looks and all of those things. So yeah, they were a little skeptical. From the moment I heard the story, I was like, I want to be a part of the story. I want to be a part of the story. I want to be Mansi. But yeah, then they asked me for an audition, which of course I gave, and they were very happy with the audition, and I became a part of this film. And honestly, I want to do roles and characters that will challenge me, that will push me out of my comfort zone, that is every time going to help me show a different character to my audience. If I'm doing the same
Right.
thing, looking the same, wearing the same hot clothes and dancing, and then what's the point? You know,
Right.
I mean, there is no satisfaction to me, and even the audience will get bored after a point. And my God, he's doing the same thing in every film. So
Right.
it's a conscious this thing, that I want to do roles that are different, that that's going to amaze me also. That okay, my God, I could do this, and are going to amaze my audience also. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten that many opportunities for people's perception towards me, but I really hope with this film that breaks and people see me in a different light and give me all sorts of different roles that I can experiment with.
Absolutely. So, like you said, this is a challenging role. What was the most challenging, part of this role? I have a follow-up question with this, but would like you to answer this.
Well, the most challenging bit was, the fact that my sexual orientation is straight and I'm playing a lesbian girl. So at the back of my mind, I was like, mm, unknowingly, I don't want to end up doing something or behaving in a manner which offends the LGBTQ community.
Right.
But then I thought to myself, I said, I am supposed to be portraying the emotion of love. And love feels the same way to a straight person as to a person who's not straight. And
Right.
the moment I do this with all honesty, I try to portray this emotion of love with all honesty on screen, my job will be done. I don't really need to think or worry about anything there.
Right. So, is there any scene from the film that was the most difficult for you to do it, and then how did you prepare for it? If yes, then how did you prepare for
Um, Prepare as in, I mean, I actually, before we could start shooting, um, Hari sir gave Anshuman and me a brief as to how he sees both the characters, you know, and somehow Mansi is very, very similar to the person that I am in my reality, apart from her sexual orientation, of course. So there was not a lot of preparation that went into it. It was just all about being true to emotions.
it?
There are so many times in this film, and this film actually really helped me to tap into that part of me where I can feel the emotions actually to portray it on screen, because there are times when there are emotional scenes in this film, and uh, surprisingly it's happened without the use of glycerine or all of that. I mean, it felt so much that time that the tears or whatever just came out naturally. So I liked that I learned that in this film, and I could just get in touch with emotions so deeply.
Right. I was going to ask you, where is that one moment where you broke down, you literally were in tears? Which was that particular scene? That was my next question.
Well, there were a few times that way. I mean, I can't really say much now because then you'll have to see the film. And if I reveal that, then I'm going to give out a twist. So I think I can't say that. But once you watch the film and when we talk again, I'll tell you.
All right. Okay. You tell me, how was your experience working in Anshuman?
It was different from all the work that I've done in the past. Anshuman is a little bit of a serious type of a person
Hmm.
who talks a little less, or maybe he spoke a little less around me. I don't know, but I am somebody who's really talkative, and I have this vibe, a little hyper vibe about me, and a little enthusiastic vibe about me, and so you're like two different people on sets. So I think there's a nice balance. अदरवाइज अगर दोनों ही एक जैसे होते तो बहुत ही ज्यादा बोरिंग हो जाता, और अगर दोनों ही इस ऐसे मेरे जैसे होते तो बहुत ही ज्यादा लाउड हो जाता, लाइक सो आई थिंक देयर वाज अ लाइक
Yeah.
बैलेंस.
All right. So, no, this Hum Bhi Akele Tum Bhi Akele is also a story about the journey that you discover yourself through the journey. What have you discovered, Zareen, personally for yourself during
To
this
this
film?
film,
Yeah, through this film.
ah well, that the fact that I can feel emotions so deeply is something that I discovered in this while playing this character. But on a serious note, you know, I understood the struggles and uh, the hardships of people from the LGBTQ community. Not that I did not know of it before. I have friends from the LGBTQ community. I have friends who are gay, and I've seen how they live a dual life, and I can imagine how difficult that can be. Because uh, when he's with us, when he's with his friends, he is himself. But when he goes back home, he cannot be that. His family is
Right.
looking for a girl for him to get married, and he does not have the guts to go and tell them that no. So a lot of things, like this film actually helped me understand a lot more things a lot more closely.
Right. So do you think the reach for this film would have been different if it had have released in the theaters rather than
No, I
OTT?
think in fact, the OTT platform, in fact, is a platform where we are reaching everywhere more than even theaters. It's something that I feel. You can just be in the comfort of your home and turn it on and be anywhere in the world and watch it. So I think that is a bigger reach, right? I mean, of course, every
Right.
actor wants that their film gets released in theaters, but
Mm-hmm.
because of the ongoing situation, the fact that our film is getting a release is a very big thing for me, because this is a film, as you also know, we've spoken about it last time also, that I have been so eager and so um, I've been desperately waiting for this film to come out, because this is a film that is so close to my heart. The character that I played, the story is so close to my heart that I've been wanting the audience to watch it, and finally it's happening. So it really doesn't matter whether it is theaters or an OTT, and I feel the OTT is a better option because everybody is going to get to watch it, even the ones who don't go to theaters.
Right. So, has you're close to Salman. Has Salman seen this film? What was his reaction?
No, he hasn't seen this film yet. Um, uh, and so the makers had their own Anshuman, and he's the producer. He has his own
Right.
way of going about this. So I have no real say in this.
Then, apart from this, what else is in store for you?
Well, I just finished shooting for Patal Pani, which is another web film. It's a horror comedy with Karanveer Bora, and
Oh,
a lot of amazing actors like Rajesh Sharma, Ali, Asghar, Ila Runji, Upasna Singh, like really, really experienced actors. So it was a lot of fun shooting with them, learning so many things from them. My God, like each actor was different from the other, and it was super fun. So we finished that film, but post production is still to start. It's all on hold right now because of the ongoing situation.
right.
We have our dubbing and everything left. So yes, that is there. Then I have a Punjabi film. I have another out and out horror film in
Wow.
Hindi that has to be shot in London, but then that is just again on hold. So once the world returns to normalcy, I think we will be able to start shooting for that.
That would be a second horror film, right?
Yeah.
All
One, the
right.
first one was 1921. Then Patal
Okay.
Pani is a horror comedy. That one is going to be my
Okay.
second out and out horror film.
So you got a quite a unique, different genres and
Thank
everything.
God for that. Yeah, really. Thank God. Because I really did not want to just get, acha, okay, this one, so let's just make 10 films with her of the same thing. That was the point. Neither I'm going to enjoy it
Right.
nor the audience. So I'm really happy that, I've got like a mixed bag of films. I've got a mixed bag of films with different languages. Like I've done films
Yeah.
in Punjabi, I've done films in South, I've played different characters there. Like I've played a complete Punjaban Jatti in my Punjabi films. I've played an undercover cop in my Telugu film.
Uh,
So I have another Tamil film that I'm in talks with. So I have like a mixed bag of work happening, and I'm so happy about that. Like this is how I always wanted it to be.
wow. Really, that's really great. And we are wishing you all the very best for all
Thank
your future
you.
projects and especially for Hum Bhi Akele Tum Bhi
Thank
Akele.
you
Hope it
so much.
reaches out to each and
I really hope
everyone.
you watch the film on
I
9. That's
will, I
tomorrow.
will, I will for sure. And I will give you my feedback also.
Yes. Okay.
Personally, pakka. Well,
Okay.
on that note, thank you so much for doing this. It
Thank
was lovely
you.
having
Take
a
care.
conversation with you. You
Bye
take
bye.
care. Bye.